back. This is the review of the Cowboys-Eagles game that happened last night on NBC. And if you haven't checked out my other video for the predictions, the preview, I was 65% correct on the stats and the score too, by the way. So it's not a whole lot, not a big number, but it's a good percentage of predicting this game. I'm gonna get into it. Jalen Carter, thank you very much. You cost this team fantasy points. I drafted the Eagles defense and you spit on the quarterback. Thank you. I appreciate that. You also weakened the defense. Yes, the defense held the Cowboys to 20 points. But it could have been a lot better. You could have had a couple more turnovers if you stayed in the game. So thank you, Jalen. But that's just me. Okay, get into it. I think the Eagles O-line cost them the points heading into the fourth quarter. After the rain delay, storm delay or whatever, it just seems like the O-line kind of gave up a little bit. They were worn out. They were thin. You got Dickerson. A couple key injuries that were happening. And that allowed them to get more points. They came in after the storm delay and they kicked a couple field goals. And that was it. So, I think that's going to be the issue for the Eagles this year. Keeping the O-line healthy. I think that's going to be a key thing for the Eagles to stay alive. I mean, they escaped 24-20 against the Cowboys. That didn't have much pressure until the fourth quarter. And the defense still allowed 2 rushing touchdowns by Jalen Hurts. But the pressure was there, and it was getting really thin on the offensive line. Onto the Cowboys. Like my prediction, 65%. It's not a lot, but in my prediction, I said he would have a lot of passes. No touchdowns, and the wide receivers made him look bad and made him worse. That's what made him lose the game. Drop passes. CeeDee Lamb dropping passes in the fourth quarter. That is not going to get you to win games. And that's something new we see from CeeDee Lamb, to drop passes and stuff like that. The O-line, I just mentioned, this is for the Cowboys, I guess. So the O-line, a lot of pressure, a lot, not having an edge rush, and a couple of rookies. The offensive line allowed pressure to get to Prescott. Like I said, he still had a lot of passes, a lot of incompletions, but it was finally what gave it up, and what made them lose the game was the drops and did not converting on third downs. Penalties were another key thing. Number 5, on my list here, Williams, the running back for the Cowboys. Was okay. He got 2 touchdowns. It depends on this O-line if he's going to be good or not. It comes down to that. It really does. It comes down to if the O-line can really allow him to become a consistent running back for the Dallas Cowboys. that should, if he can do what he did in week 1, in the red zone, getting 2 touchdowns, and get some points on the boards, he's going to be decent. He could be potentially RB1, because right now it's in a fight between Turbin and him and a couple others. So if that old line holds up, Williams is going to be good. So finally, the defense. Without Parsons, it's nothing. They got 1 sack, but they allowed 2 rushing touchdowns. Parsons was your key player for your defense, and it showed last night. You allowed Jalen to get out of the pocket, so no pressure. Allowed him to score 2 touchdowns. So Parsons was a big deal, and he's going to be the missing key to this defense going forward, because I see a lot of games like last night not getting to the quarterback and stuff, and not putting a spy linebacker on Jalen and getting after him. So this is my review of the Dallas Cowboys and Philadelphia Eagles game. They won. The Eagles won 24-20, and so I'm about to do the Chiefs and Chargers. So stay tuned to that.